Hello and welcome back to Board Game Acrobat, where today we're going to be reviewing this game here, Adventure Time Love Letter. Now, there is quite a few skins for the game Love Letter. Quite a lot of them also are now hard to get hold of because they only ran for a little bit, which does mean straight off the bat, if you're a collector like me, that does make it a little bit hard. But, so, Adventure Time Love Letter. A game by AEG, Cartoon Network, and Cryptozia. So basically, when the people who made Adventure Time in their free time, they would end up playing Love Letter a lot. And when that information got back to the developers of the game, they got in contact with Cartoon Network and asked whether they wanted to design a Adventure Time Love Letter, work with them to design that, and of course they did because they loved the game, and voila, Adventure Time Love Letter. So Love Letter is a game for 2 to 4 people, it plays in about 20 minutes and is for ages 10 up. So let's have a look. So win the candy-coated heart of Princess Bubblegum. The malevolent ruler of the Candy Kingdom has been working too hard in her lab and needs to go out and socialise. So say her loyal subjects. Are you the righteous suitor that can compete with science for a date with Princess Bubblegum? Love Letter Adventure Time is a game of risk, deduction and luck for 2 to 4 players. And it includes shiny tokens of affection. So, yeah, Love Letter is a quick game to pick up. It's quite easy, but it is always fun. Well, I say always fun. Depends how a day's been, and depends what you're feeling like. But yeah, so Adventure Time Love Letter. These are tokens of affection that come with it, and they're all cut slightly differently, which is something that I do quite like. So they're not exactly the same. Little rulebook. So, if you're not familiar with Love Letter, how it plays is everyone would get a list of cards. You then shuffle together the rest of the cards. You take one card face down and put it to the side where nobody sees what it is. Deal every player 1 card and the rest go in the middle. And then on your turn, you'd look at the card in your hand, pick up the face down card, choose between your 2 cards, play one out into the middle where everyone can see, and use its ability. Now everything will have different abilities, and on the list of cards you get a brief outline of what their abilities is, which it goes into a little bit more detail on the actual card itself if it needs to. You'll find out what the card's called, and as you can see, guard 5, that tells you how many of that card is also in the game. So yeah, it will play like that. Player will keep going around until either all the other players are out of the round, meaning you get to pick one of your tokens of affection, or if the deck of cards gets to the bottom, the player with the highest card still in their hand wins that round, and again they get to pick one of their tokens of affection. And then you take them all the cards, including the one you had face down, shuffle them all up, deal them all out, and play another round. And for let's see if I can remember it, for a 4-player game, you need 4 tokens of affection to win. For a 3-player game, I believe it is 5 tokens of affection to win. And for a 2-player game, it is a 7 tokens of affection. 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. Yeah, 7 tokens of affection to win the game. Yeah, and then because of it is Adventure Time Love Letter, it does have a slight rule change to the base Love Letter, in which if you use one of the heroes, which is Finn and Jake, to discard the other hero, you win the round because of you've got Finn and Jake to work together, kind of. So, my thoughts and feelings on the game. Again, these are my own. So yeah, first one I'm going to start with the tokens of affection. One, I do love how they are all different. So you do have, like when you run around, it's not, oh, I get another black, red cube or something like that. I do get to pick one of the colours here, which is quite nice. I also enjoy the numbers, like, this is just something me, myself, likes about games when enough thought is gone in. So if there's a 2-player game and you're trying to get to 7, all the maths has been done. So both players can have 6 tokens and there'd be 1 left over to that 7th token. Or if it was a 3-player game, everyone can have 4 tokens and there'll be 1 left over for the winner. Or a 4-player game, everyone would have 3 tokens and there'd be 1 left over for the winner, and whoever got that last one wins. And just because they split nicely into those 3 categories, I really like that. Like you can tell for like the people who made Love Letter took time to figure out how many gems would need for each level. I also really enjoy the artwork that has been put into making the Adventure Time characters more, what? So I want to say Victorian, but I might be very, very wrong. BMO's the best. Everyone has to agree. Agree in the comments, or you know. But no, and the little snail there. Correct me if I'm wrong by saying Victorian. I feel like I probably am, but nothing else is coming to mind right now to tell me what they actually are. And yeah. So yeah, it's a 5-minute game. The only thing with Love Letter is, at least in my opinion, because you're playing the same round over and over again with not that many cards. It is a very nice game, and however, it can get a tiny bit. Yeah, you know, on the top. It can get a tiny bit repetitive due to that. So when you start playing it over and over and over again, like 20 times in a row, it can get a bit. But that is why the variants of Love Letter have changed a few rules, such as the Finn and Jake rule. So that is quite nice. I think that is all I have to say about Adventure Time Love Letter. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. And until next time, share the love of board games.